So yesterday I was actually playing this exact deck, which is just Berserker Cycle. And this guy got really mad, I think, because he ended up joining my clan, spamming emotes, and then saying, "You cracked Berserker." It's E-Golem, by the way. And I didn't really know what that meant at the time, and I still kind of don't, but I've kind of pieced it together. I think he means like you've cracked the code, like how to use Berserker. You know how people say that, like, oh, you cracked the code? Maybe he's saying, like, I cracked the code to Berserker, and I'm like the best Berserker player he's ever seen in his entire life. Alternatively, I was thinking maybe he meant like an egg, like how you crack an egg, and he's saying, "Oh, you cracked Berserker like an egg, like you beat her up because like you're abusing the Berserker by like just spamming it, and that's all you're doing." So maybe he was saying like I was just abusing Berserker. But then maybe I was also thinking he was saying, "Oh, you cracked Berserker," because don't like kids who play Fortnite say like they're cracked, like they're super good. So he's saying like, "Oh, you're cracked with Berserker." So he's saying like I'm the best Berserker player ever, because that was all I could really put together from everything he was saying. It honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I don't understand this new slang that people are using, but it's whatever. It's whatever the kids say. I know there's a lot of kids on Clash Royale generally, so I guess he was just calling me like the best Berserker player that he's ever seen. So yeah, I mean, I guess I cracked Berserker in that sense, if that's what he meant. But yeah, I guess I kind of just want to show you guys the deck that made some guy say I cracked Berserker, because I mean, clearly I'm one of the best Berserker players ever, because this is the deck that I beat him with, and he was irrationally upset. He started emote spamming after he said that, and he was emote spamming before he said that, and I know exactly which emote he was. Let me see if I can find it in here. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it was this one. He was spamming the Goblin Dagger, which I think some people use that as a stand-in for a middle finger. I'm not sure. I've heard that before on TikTok, but I'm not entirely sure if that's actually what people use it for. But yeah, so I guess you could say I cracked Berserker. I'm the best Berserker player in North America. I have no air defense in this deck, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, maybe it does matter. That's gonna be problematic. That's gonna be problematic. Okay, get these spirits down. Okay, see if I can get that witch out. But yeah, so anyway, I'm just showing you guys this deck, because this is actually a pretty fun deck to play, even though it's literally just Berserker, Spirit, Cycle, Spam. And it surprisingly works well, as you can see, because I am somehow up 1,000 damage on this guy. Maybe he's not good, who knows? Maybe he's the best player ever in the world, and I'm just even better. That's probably the more likely solution. Flying Machine's a card I really don't like. You know, I complain about a different card in every video, and it's usually for a reason, though, because Flying Machine is actually one of the most annoying cards in this entire game. Like, I think most people would agree that Flying Machine is a very annoying card. Like, I don't think anyone likes Flying Machine, right? Like, I don't even think the people using Flying Machine particularly like it. They just use it because it fits into whatever deck that they're using. And that is so annoying. Okay, you see, Double Elixir is probably where I lose against this guy, considering the deck that he's using. So this might not go very well from here on out. Let's see if I can mirror Berserkers, maybe try and get a freeze on that tower with the Ice Spirit. Please, this is literally all I need, and I'm about to lose. Nope, I'm about to lose. Yeah, okay. E-Golem being 3 Elixir is kind of a problem, but it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. No, it's not fine. Okay, it's fine. Realistically, though, if that guy was mad and he wasn't just, like, praising me for being a really good Berserker player, I wouldn't really understand why, because, like, this is the deck you lost to and you're gonna get mad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that might just be, like, a crazy you problem, because I don't think this deck is very good for, you know, a lot of reasons, mostly because no air defense, like, at all. Absolutely none. If I put Inferno Tower in here, it would make it too expensive, though, so I'm not going to do that. With that being said, let's do this real quick. I completely misplaced everything, by the way. I don't know why I logged like that. I actually have no idea why I logged like that. That was such a misplacement. Along with that, I don't know why he's doing this, and I don't know if that cannon would have brought it into tower range, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to cannon on that right now. Throw the Fire Spirit down, because that's basically a fireball's worth of damage if he doesn't respond to it, so it's always worth going for. Fire Spirit, crazy damage on that thing. It actually does more damage than a fireball. Absolutely insane. Too bad, other than that, it's not the greatest. And you know the worst part? I didn't even have one of those level up potions. So that guy actually just, like, he had full level 15 everything. He was using, like, Mega Knight P.E.K.K.A., and then he lost to a level 13 Berserker. He lost to an under-leveled Berserker. How do you lose to an under-leveled Berserker? It does less DPS than my Knight right now, because it's under-leveled. But it's whatever. Anyway, I'm going to just, honestly, Spirit spam everything on defense. I don't think there's much this guy can do. Yeah, that's just going to walk over. See if I can get a Fire Spirit's worth of damage on the right, because that will bring me into the lead, so I really hope I can get it. Oh my god, he ignores. He ignores the Fire Spirit? That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Alright, now I'm just going to Ice Spirit you. Damn, Prince does so much damage. I think last video it was, where I was talking about Prince's voluptuous and robust figure. Oh my god, dude, the Prince is huge. The Prince is huge. And dude, he's so big. I'm talking about his health pool, of course. Dude, he has so much health, it's insane. The fact that I don't even remember what it was yesterday that pissed me off. Where he, like... Dude, what did he do that pissed me off in yesterday's video? I think it was a Prince, and I think I, like... Dude, I don't even remember, but I spent so much elixir on it. I rocketed it. I rocketed a Prince in, like, a stack of a bunch of units, and somehow that Prince was still going. Somehow that Prince was still going past the rocket. And it actually made me so angry. Because that Prince had no right to be living. Just like this one. Just like this one has no right to be living. Oh my god. What is that? Okay. See, this guy doesn't... He doesn't respond to the spirit cycle, though. That is one thing about this guy. He does not respond to the spirit cycle. I can literally just keep on cycling fire spirits in the right lane, and I'll win in triple elixir. Because I don't think he realizes how much damage fire spirits actually do. Because he's not even responding to them. Look at all that damage on the right side. He hasn't even responded to the spirits there, and we're actually going to win off of just spirits while using my Berserker on defense. It is crazy. It is crazy. He doesn't even see it. He doesn't even see it. Look, that's another fire spirit. Dude, he's just eating more than fireballs. These things do more than fireballs, and he's just eating them. Oh my god, please. Okay, flawless. Flawless defense on that Goblin Barrel, surprisingly. Okay, we should be good here. We should be good here. As we know, I cracked Berserker. I'm the best Berserker player ever. Let's just keep spirit cycling. He can't do anything about it. Dude, do I even have to respond to that with these cannons up? I don't think I do. Yeah, I do, actually. God damn it. Yeah, I don't... Evo Goblin Barrel is a very situational case. And honestly, I think Evo Goblin Barrel is one of the worst Evos. It's not awful, right? Because there are a lot of bait decks made with it in mind that do dual lane pressure a lot. But normal bait decks in general just aren't that good with it, I feel. Because look at that. Look at the twin spirits on the right side. Oh my god, look at that damage. And he's just going to eat that. He's just going to eat that. He doesn't even care. He doesn't even care. But what I was saying is normal bait decks in general are kind of weird with it. Because you don't normally split lane pressure with bait decks. What are you doing? Why do you have that? Oh my god. What in the fuck? Okay, let's just keep fire spiriting. He's gonna lose to fire spirits and he's not gonna know why. He's gonna lose to fire spirits and he's not gonna know why. Look, I'm just gonna mirror that spirit. He's not even gonna do anything about it. Dude, you're the best player in North America. Honestly. Alright, that last match, it was way too long. I honestly don't like the rank changes they made. I really don't. I don't like how I need to hit 15,000 trophies. That's like 30 or 40 wins or something like that in Trophy Road before they'll unsegregate me and let me get into ranked. Why do I have to do that much to get into ranked? The old ranked system was fine, it just separated ranked and Trophy Road, and you didn't need to play Trophy Road anymore. Which I didn't. I just didn't play Trophy Road, actually. I would exclusively queue for ranked, and I would only play Logbait, and that's all I would do ever. For literally ever. That's just all I would do. I wouldn't do anything else. And it was perfect that way. It really was. See, and now I gotta throw in my underleveled Berserker, and I gotta go in on Trophy Road, and oh my god, predicted. Predicted and outplayed. Not in the slightest, you actually outplayed yourself, but still. Predicted and outplayed. I'm gonna say that and act like it was completely intentional. I'm the smartest person ever. That was whatever, but you know, I kind of overspent on that. I could've just logged it. Didn't feel like it. I just didn't feel like it. Do you think... This doesn't work, right? Like, there's no way this works. And then I'm just gonna go super aggressive. Oh my god, I shouldn't have... Okay. I don't know why I didn't expect something like that. I can just activate King Tower. It really isn't much of a threat. It really isn't much of a threat. Uh-huh. There we go. There we go. Activate my king. Yep. Alright, we're good. That Hog Rider is going to get some crazy damage. Why? Because my Berserker's underleveled. But it doesn't matter. Because I'm going to get even crazier damage with the 15 spirits this guy's going to ignore, just like the last one. You know, I did not need to go for a King Tower activation there. He had Firecracker, and I knew he had Firecracker. And yet I still went specifically for the King Tower activation with specifically the Mega Knight just because I had the Spirit capabilities. But if I didn't do that, I would have had a better defense against the Hog Rider. So maybe that wasn't a good play. Okay, well, he's going to P.E.K.K.A right there. Let's see if I can at least get this to hit the tower. One hit on the tower would be nice. Okay, one hit on the tower was nice. Let's do this. I'm thinking he's going to... Yeah, okay. He's doing the mid-ladder push. That's what I call this. That's what I call this play. This is the mid-ladder push. Not a mid-ladder push. This is that push in the mid-ladder. You know what push it is. You know exactly what push it is. And oh my god, how is it still alive? Genuinely, how is it still alive? That is crazy. That is crazy how much the P.E.K.K.A heals. Oh my god, and the skeletons are fuel. And the blood is fuel, and mankind is dead. Is that Ultra Kill? Ultra Kill reference? Oh, dude, I lose. Oh my god, I lost. Oh my god, I can't do a thing. Dude, that P.E.K.K.A is so stupid. No way, that just did all of that healing. That is crazy. Okay, I gotta win the next match now. Okay, as I was saying, that P.E.K.K.A healing is crazy, and I guess using Small Swarm is not... Oh, I lost. I'm not gonna lie, I think I just lost. Oh, this is actually the worst case possible. Cannoneer is just going to straight up murder everything. I'm gonna have to play like... Well, actually, maybe not, because look, that was 2 skeleton hits right there. That's like 200 damage. That's... What? Okay. Okay, 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 okay. I see you. Oh my god, I see you. I see you. I see you. I do. I do. I do. I'm gonna mirror and I'm gonna cannon pull. Next time, I'm gonna activate the King Tower. If there is a next time. There might not be a next time. I might just be dead. I might just be dead. No, I'm not dead. Oh my god, I'm not dead. Okay, we just mirror cannon pull, and we activate the king. I do one here, I do one here. It's that simple. And then he loses to it. He loses to it every time. I don't have skeletons, but there is a placement with the skeletons where you can kind of just put them like right here or something like that. I'll figure it out in a second. But you place them like that, and it makes it so that way the skeletons get 2 hits from the baby dragon and absorb all of that power. Get hits? Okay, never mind. Why did you fireball that? I don't even understand that play. I don't even understand that play. That's how weird it was. Totally unnecessary fireball. But it's whatever. I'm waiting for him to balloon again so that way I can activate my king tower. But it's whatever for now. I'm just going to cycle log on this side. I don't think I'm going to need it. I have Evo Cannon in case he places anything that a log would kill. So we should be good here. Okay. Now, what's stopping me from doing this? Just hypothetically. Okay. My severely underleveled buddy right there. That's what's stopping me. I'm surprised he didn't, I'm surprised he showed the restraint required. 2, please, okay. I was gonna say, I'm surprised he showed the restraint in not ballooning there. See that? Okay, I did it wrong. I did it completely wrong. Okay, we're in double elixir, so I should be able to cannon pull here. I was hoping he would freeze that and waste the elixir, but it's whatever. I don't get why you would do that. You activated my king. That was the same exact thing that would have happened anyway, except you gave me 4 elixir. Okay, well, that's not so nice. Okay, it's another Evo P.E.K.K.A. I'm not gonna lie, I think Evo P.E.K.K.A kind of just hard counters this deck. I think Evo P.E.K.K.A... And why? That's another person who's using Minion Horde. What is up with this Minion Horde love? Can we stop seeing that? Can we stop seeing Minion Horde? I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see it anymore. Never again. Don't show me your Minion Horde ever again. I don't want to see your Minion Horde. Wait, does that dupe the Evo Skeletons? No, it doesn't. Lame. Lame. That's lame. I thought it would. I thought it would. Okay. Maybe if I just Berserker, Mirror Berserker on the thing. Okay, it didn't even matter, man. This deck sucks. This deck sucks. Get me off this deck. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.